Kasukuwere's entry into the presidential election race is said to be significant, according to Professor Ibo Mandaza and reported by the Newsworks. They say Kasukuwere is the proverbial cat among the pigeons. He will divide the ZANU-PF presidential vote and perhaps even fatally dent Mnangagwa's chances. So, Kasukuwere announced that he's coming for the elections and he's going to be a presidential hopeful, a presidential candidate. And this is about Mugabe loyalists set to challenge Mnangagwa in Zimbabwe. So in 2017, they lost in terms of strategy. They lost everything. But right now, he's coming to challenge the incoming incoming president Advocate Nelson Chamisa and as well as the incumbent president Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. And this is a real issue of concern to ZANU-PF because what is happening is that as I mentioned earlier, remember that there are certain people who lost the primaries who were for ED Chete Chete, about 149 of them pro-Emmerson Mnangagwa people who lost the primary elections. And it is perceived that the majority of those people who won, 149 new people who won the primary elections, the majority of them, they are said to belong to G40 faction and the general. So having that in mind, you will see that these people would take a chunk of votes from ZANU-PF itself, and that will mean a defeat of President Emmerson Mnangagwa. So what does the opposition need to do? The opposition needs to make sure that they win in urban areas, they win in their strongholds, they take some rural seats which are divided right now. They take advantage of the divisions within ZANU-PF to scoop some rural seats, because as I mentioned earlier, what is going to happen? Mnangagwa loyalists are going to do Buramsango, while these SK loyalists are going to do Buramsango either way. So you will see this happening, which means we have a chance of having triple C MPs winning. So what is going to happen? Zvinenge zviri zvokuti uyu munhu ndewa Mnangagwa hatimuvhoteri in this election, and the other person will be saying uyu munhu ndewa SK hatimuvhoteri in this election, and those people who rather spoil the vote instead rather than voting for ZANU-PF, they will even spoil the vote or vote for the opposition. That is the honest truth. That is what is going to happen. So let us mobilize in each and every area, in each and every jurisdiction, and make sure that our MPs are well equipped, our councillors are well equipped, and take advantage of these splits so that we win. This Twitter account is silent about this. Isn't that a little odd? It will rather allow Jonathan Moyebek than Honorable Xavier Kasukuwere. You will not submit his nomination papers. Okay, we'll see. If Kasukuwere is running, it means he does have some backing, which means one way or the other he's going to be able to place his nomination paper. I predict this man will be offered some meaningful position in ZANU, and concessions will be made. He is ZANU always, and will always be. The ones that suffer are us, and he and ED play chess with our lives. You should just stay in South Africa and be quiet. Okay, it's time for Tyson. I don't know. Could Tyson, it's time for what? Because he's not going to win this election. Munaru commander, the majority of the people, the commander now is Advocate Nelson Chamisa in terms of the votes, in terms of numbers. So this is it, Team Zimbabwe. Everywhere you go, Nelson Chamisa is winning each and every poll. And today you won a poll by 77%. But our project is, we have made projections on winning around 73% this 2023 elections. But let's remember that Xavier Kasukuwere does have a warrant of arrest, so it is going to be very difficult for him to actually come into Zimbabwe without being arrested. But is he going to get bail? Because We are a few days from nomination. Nomination is there on 21 June, and Tyson is not yet in the country. When is he going to arrive in the country? Is he going to sneak into Zimbabwe secretly, such that he will submit his papers for nomination, even if he's arrested after that? But let us see how he is going to do that, and we will be able to know the outcomes of these moves. So this is it, Team Zimbabwe. Let us meet in other episodes and other broadcasts.